Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about destiny swapping and how the enemy does it. They go through uh, the negative side of the planets. Uh, there are a few planets governing the destiny, and one of them is Neptune. There is Saturn, and all of that. And so they go in and they begin to edit and modify your destiny without you knowing consciously this has been done, and always is to deceive you and always to deceive you because they come in a dream state and to gain access and to get permission. So in order for you to undo all of that, you have to know how they access you. And I just showed you how they access you. You know what I'm saying? They access you through these demonic gateways and stuff, the negative side of the planets, And you should just Google it, or look it up online. Use AI or whatnot, and look up destiny swapping, and look up destiny swapping and how these people gain access to your inheritance. Okay, and you are playing someone who figure out how to manipulate the system, even though it's against universal laws to do so, to go and manipulate or edit or modify any Akashic records or destinies or whatnot belong to others. So they get it through, permission during your sleeping, your dream state. And it's unconsciously you're given that, power. You're giving your power away. And they go in, and you can also cancel it. You can say any dream state, conscious or consciously, permission given, unconsciously given to the enemy to manipulate or edit, modify your destiny, Akashic records, and any inheritance that come into your way or belong to your ancestor bloodlines or whatnot coming from the heavens to be canceled immediately, right? And to judge all those who are responsible for modifying these, sacred books, sacred Akashic records, the divine inheritance coming from the, the heavens and whatnot, because everybody has a different one, right? So your Akashic records only belongs to you. No one else has the right to come in, modify, or implant false memory or and take away they can't take away your inheritance. It's released to you, but they disconnecting you from this inheritance from having take place. Basically they're making sure you don't get the inheritance, because the inheritance come with the upgrades, it come with energies, it come with a lot of divine wisdom and stuff. And these people because they're crafty, you know what I mean, they're not different than a jinn, they're demon, and because they think they look like human to you, but they they are in reality they're demonic human beings, they're who think they have the right to do that to anyone without any consequences. So that's why you need to judge. You need to invoke with your own name, a very authority. I, invoke judgment upon those who are responsible, those who violated me in many ways. And the one who came into my Akashic records, modified, edited, create false matrix. The list is long, but just look online. And because they do stuff like that, under the veil. They're trying to deceive you and to delay, because once you know what they've done and you undo it, you're releasing your inheritance back to you, to your rightful owner. They have no right to it. They create to break also false matrices, earthly false matrix, and also human inheritance or demonic inheritance, manipulations and stuff. So just look on. You need to do a little bit of reading and what these people are doing to undo. And you know why what I'm doing is working? Because they're giving me always hints is working. When I hear the people in the building slamming doors, freaking out, cussing, and nobody cuss all day long, nobody get upset, bent out of shape and upset all day long, but when I undo what they've done, it pissed them off. So they give me hints. That's the hint they're giving me. The cue is working. Okay? So you have to do the same thing. All these prayers have been posted online for YouTube or whatnot. You can use a YouTube to MP3 converter and download them into your phone, devices or whatnot, and to undo what the enemies are doing. Because I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it in general, for all people, anybody. Not just 144,000. You could take charge of your destiny. Nobody have the right to invade your destiny or take away what God given you. You understand? Nobody has that right. And they live in this bubble of lie. They think they could do it to you because somebody else told them to. They're getting paid to do this shit to you, and they're going to be judged. You have to create a prayer for judgments to anyone who modify, intervene or and create false matrices or create false unions. Just think things. Just you can ask AI what false unions are created. List the number of false unions and stuff. It's gonna give you a lot of stuff, and usually it's done to a vampire. They link you to a vampire so you can just steal from you. Vampires they're thief. They're a bunch of thieves, pirates. Okay, they like to steal. When God says, they who comes in to destroy, kill, and who does that? That's a vampire. Okay, I'm just telling you. Vampire could come in a lot of forms, and that's what you're dealing with. We're dealing with these people who think they have right to come in your vessel or to do things to you without rightful ownership. I did not consent to this. I did not give you right to do this. You have no right to take away what's rightfully mine. Okay? And they're gonna be judged. You know what I mean? They cannot get out of this one. Okay? They cannot get out of this one. Have your God save you.